Hi folks, Mr. Hempstead here. Today we're going to be learning a little bit about solids, liquids, and gases by actually working in the chemistry lab and seeing a couple of different examples of solids, liquids, and gases and seeing how they're different. Let's get into it. So, we've got a couple of different solids here. This is just a copper cube. So, I want you guys to notice that if I just set this copper cube on the countertop, does its shape change at all? If I move the copper cube around, is its shape changing? Cool, yeah. I think you guys would agree that the copper cube's shape doesn't really change even if I move it around. But what if we get a liquid? What if we take this solid beaker and we add some liquid water to it? Does the shape of the water change if I move it around a little bit? Is the shape of the water changing? Yeah, it totally is. If I pour it into a different container, would its shape change? If I took this beaker and I poured some of the water, there's a little bit of blue food coloring in here, so it'll kind of light up. But if I take some water and I put it in the graduated cylinder, its shape changes. So one big difference between solids and liquids, solids shapes don't change, liquid shapes do change. So what about gases? Well, what if we took something like a syringe? So there's a syringe that I have right here, and what I've done is I've taken a Bunsen burner and I've melted the tip of this syringe so that gas can't get in and gas can't get out. And so what I can do is I can push this syringe and I can change the shape of the gas just simply by pulling and pushing the syringe. The shape of the gas can change. So liquids and gases, their shapes can change, but solids, their shape can't. Okay, so what about volume? Well, if I'm moving this little metal cube around, its volume really doesn't change. It's occupying the same amount of space as before. And here. There we go. You guys can see I've got about 25 mils. It's a little bit less, but about 25 milliliters of water in my graduated cylinder. And if I pour that water into the beaker, how many milliliters of water should I have? If I've got 25 mils in my graduated cylinder, how many mils should I have in my beaker? Let's find out. Well, would you look at that? It's about 25 mils. It didn't really get bigger or larger. And I'll try and get it so that you're at eye level. But see, the water level's right at that 25 point. So the volume of water didn't change, just like solids. But what about gases? Well, if I take this little syringe that's got the tip melted off, and I compress the air actually takes up less space. Now it's 25 mils. And if I expand it, now it's occupying, sorry, it's kind of hard to hold. It's holding 50 milliliters of space. And if I just let the syringe go, its volume will change as well. So the volume of a gas can change, but the volume of a liquid and the volume of a solid can't change. It cannot change. Pretty cool. Science. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye.